I told Dr. Pele that I'm a product of a support because I have a disability. I was born without the sense of smelling. So I went to a secondary school that has special support for people with disability. Boys Secondary School Gindri in Plateau State. So we have a community of blind students and also a community of people who have various disability in the school. And there was a department that support us from secondary school into our universities to ensure that we achieve all our educational needs. So because of that, I was paired with a blind boy to stay together. We live in the hostel, both the hostel and in the same class. I support him to ensure that after classes, I'll read the notes for him to record them and then he plays it and then use Braille to copy his notes. I support him during assignments also. And that was my work. Then in return, I had a white lady who was supporting me also. You know, anything that has to do smelling, to give me attendance to practicals and you support me to conduct the practicals. And she did that to me from my Form 3 to my final in secondary school until my WAEC. So I was registered into WAEC as a disabled student. And that was how I was able to pass my chemistry and went on to read engineering in the university. I was so that's the woman have to go to university and support me in my year one chemistry and some of the courses that I require support. So I'm a product of support just like you people. So I'm not far away from disability community, though maybe mine is not as visible as that of some of you. But because of my disability, I have to make special precaution in my house concerning gas, concerning fire incidences, and we are some of the worst people affected, and sometimes people hardly know that we have disability, and people ignore our disability, and people don't integrate us into disability community, and they don't know that we are some of the if you see most people that they get burnt in a house during fire outbreaks, the people that cannot smell. And and I've taken note of that. So anywhere I go to a house, I have to look at provisions for escape, provision for support, and I will inform the person I'm taking with that look, I don't have sense of smelling. If there's a fire outbreak or if you smell any gas or anything, please get to me and inform me and support me to leave the vicinity. Now, this is something that is not too common, but I have it, and I still have it till date. So um, and somehow from secondary school into universities, I have to live with people with disability and support them because of the support I was also getting. In return, I would need to support somebody also. That's the rule. That's the rule of engagement in my secondary school. So I did that in my secondary school. I did that in my university, and then I came into INEC, and then the chairman asked me by chance that I should work with people with disability to get a legal framework and operational framework for the voting rights of people with disability. And we work with them and Grace Jerry. We first implemented that program in 2018 in Osun State election, Osun State governorship election. We repeated it also in the general election, and we repeated also in Ekiti election and some of the subsequent elections. And so I've been within the cycle of the disability community. And here am I, being met the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. And then you people are now within my community also. So you have a brother, you have a partner, you have a friend, you have somebody that you can all work together with me. So I'm actually rather asking you and inviting you to come and work with me so that we can improve the rights of our fellow members who are also disabled in one form or the other. And I'm open and I'm prepared to ensure that we work together to achieve those goals that will improve the life of all of us who are living with disability. You know, I've already talked with the Executive Secretary of Disability Commission, and I've given him some of the things that we need to work together, and some of the even we are proposing some of the bills that we may take them back to national to effect for consideration. So we're working on those mandates to ensure that we get them done. So, and these are things that I can assure you that we'll do. But for this year, this first quarter and second quarter, we're targeting some empowerment programs. And those empowerment programs, I can assure you that we're going to ensure that the rights or the percentage that is reserved for the people with disability is respected. And and you may give us the people in your community that we can engage with them for you to provide those quarters for us across the states. So if we say we are giving the people with disability a percentage from what we're doing, then per state across the country, then we may interact with you people to select those names across the states for us. And so you forward them to us for ease of a collection of these names. And we keep interacting with you for such uh, um, empowerment programs and support that we can provide. That will be easier for us to manage because sometimes when you send it to the states to select, they sometimes forget to add the disability quota. So I think these are critical component of things that we need to do because sometimes even if you write and you give them even instruction on what to do, that make sure that social percent is reserved for people with disability, social percent reserved for women, social percent reserved for this. They will still do exactly what they want to do, and sometimes you don't have time to revert back to them based on timeline that you have on the programs. So we may need to interact with you for such purpose. At the same time, also we are doing our validation program in February for all the programs that we intend to conduct this year. Because we discovered that sometimes people don't know that there's a nexus between humanitarian activities and development. And we want to bring the people who are in humanitarian sector, people in the development sector, we'll bring them together under one shirt with all stakeholders across the states. And we want to work with them and give them that next that we want to create and the programs that we want to have so that people who have humanitarian challenges should transit into sustainable empowerment programs and providing developments within the communities that can empower them. And we keep on, like I went to the IDP camps I visited some IDP camps and I was asking them if they have the register of the people with disability within these communities. And we couldn't get exactly those registers available. And I was telling them that we need to develop for every community of people who are vulnerable, we must create another extra register of people with disability because they are under double jeopardy. The fact that they're disabled, they're already vulnerable. And the fact that they're displaced is a double jeopardy. So we need to create, and if they're women, triple jeopardy. So we need to get all these um, if we can mainstream this into all the areas that we have vulnerable groups, and it will help us. So maybe after this, we can have maybe when the secretary is back, and we'll work together with Dr. Jakes and your community. If we can have a small team, a think tank that we can set up, um, work those partnership, and then give me back. And I wouldn't mind if this is done as quick as possible. I don't want a very elaborate team. Maybe maximum a team of 5 should be enough. 3 from your community, 1 from my maximum maybe a team of 7. Maybe 4 from your community and then 3 from my own community, and then we are good to go. So that we can work out. I can get this committee set up this week. So that by the time I return in February, I will get the report on my table. Then we can start implementing, and we can even mainstream it into what we want to do in February under our programs that we want to validate most of our programs with the international community. So if I can get that, so I can mainstream into what I want to do with the international community, it will be beneficial to all of us. It will be easier for us for implementation. And the one aspect that I was discussing with the also UN OCHA was mainstreaming people with disability who are within the displaced communities or areas that we have, either natural or man-made disasters. If we can mainstream it into the humanitarian response plans, because the humanitarian response plans is that general, is not mainstreaming these communities. So, and the reason is partly because of the visibility that you don't have in those communities. If we have visibility, which means we have the numbers of these people being visible in all the reports that have been captured, the response plan. For this year, it has gone, but we have to plan for next year and for subsequent years, so that for subsequent years we can mainstream uh, disability issues into the humanitarian response plan, so that if they develop a response plan, they should have a specific programs and targets for the people with disability in their programs. Harness all this and then mainstream it properly into all the response plan, then it will also be a bit of benefit to us. But overall, you can only be sure that this is home for you. And I'm always open, my doors are open to provide any support that you need, if it's within my powers to do, so that we can work as partners within this space that God has given us. And I want to thank you for coming, and I welcome all of you to this office. And I look forward to working with almost everybody here in future, beyond even being the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. I look forward to still working with you beyond the office. Thank you and God bless you.